Good evening, crafters, and we are live. It is our final show of a pick of the day even, of our online only pick of the day. Now, this pick of the day has featured these little creatures, our mini garden friends, part of our Crafters Select range. Now, this range, as you guys probably know if you've watched the other videos, is a web exclusive, meaning it's only available from carnationcrafts.co.uk. Crafters Select are a range of dies that we're bringing you that are specifically things that you guys are going to use, either with previous collections, inspired by previous collections, all things with a little bit of added humour and things. For example, we had a couple of months ago the Enchanters, so our little Halloween magical mice with their witches' hats and brooms and cauldron. We've also then had these guys, our beautiful little fox, our squirrel and our hedgehog. Now they are gorgeous. They are all designed as mini versions. Here's the little fox cut out of the artwork, our little squirrel and our little hedgehog as well. Mini versions of the very, very popular die set Garden Friends from Garden Safari, a collection that launched back in May that has proved very popular. So we wanted to bring you something that can either be used as standalone or in conjunction with that previous collection. Now, this is where it gets super cute. If you do have Garden Friends, you will find that the big versions next to the little versions make the little versions look like they're babies. So here we've got Delta Fox here, Mummy Delta Fox, and her little cub. So you can see how you can start mixing and matching. Now, little sneak peeks. Mini Garden Friends is $14.99. Its code, I'll read it off the back, is 201114. So 20114. $14.99, available on carnationcrafts.co.uk. However, because, as we've seen, Delta the Fox works so well, original Delta Fox, in conjunction with the mini version, super sweet, we have done a bundle for you. So you can get both Garden Friends, original, larger size dies, with mini Garden Friends, the baby versions if you wish. That code for the Garden Friends collection is, let me just check, 201254. That's 201254. That is priced at $34.99, which is a £5, just under a £5 saving. Now, if you're super quick, you can actually get that with November discount as well. So the November discount, for anyone that's interested, will add a further 10% off your order, and it is, the special code is NOV10, NOV10, for 10% off. So you can get even more off, which is just fantastic. Now, if you're wondering where you can get hold of those little special discounts that I sometimes mention during Facebook Lives when I'm probably not meant to, those are available via signing up to our newsletter. So each month we sign up. Each month we email out, I should say. Goodness me, it's been a long day. Email out different offers. So Freebie Friday, we do every Friday. This Freebie Friday did in fact feature Garden Friends, Crafters Select. So not only do you have the original colourway, for example, there's our little Foxy, but you've also then got the Equinox Bloom colourway. So there's 2 free downloads for this one, and those go out every Friday on our newsletter. And as I said, you get sneak peeks, behind the scenes, special deals and things through the month as well. So signing up for our newsletter is www.carnationcrafts.co.uk/newsletter. Now, let's have a little scroll back through the comments. We've got lots of people joining us today, which is lovely. Do you know what? It's been wonderful to have your company throughout the day. Lots of people saying hello again, so that's fab. So you've obviously watched the earlier shows. Karen there, Joyce as well, Anne, Carol's here again. Hi, Carol. Paul's here as well. Carol says, hi Hannah, back again, love these demos, such a good idea. Yeah, do let us know in the comments what you'd like to see more of, because it is our hope to keep bringing you things like online exclusives. We are aware that obviously with certain channels there isn't such things as catch-up service, so it is really important for us to be able to not only bring you a little bit of education but also to interact with you guys as well. And Carol says, sorry she's late, she's been catching up with the other videos from today. That's no problem. We've only just started, Carol, so you're not late at all. As with all of our videos, what we will do is pop them up after the live for anyone to watch back at any time, whenever they wish to, which is just fabulous. Pearl's here. Thank you, Pearl. Annette has purchased these little guys this morning. Can't wait to have them home. Oh, you're going to have so much fun with them, Annette. They are gorgeous. Anne's here. Christine's here as well. Dawn is also here. And Annette, which is lovely. So a couple of people have mentioned that they have got hold of their mini garden friends, their Crafter Select, this morning. Don't forget, we are running a competition with this as well over in our Facebook group. So if you have got this little die set, Mini Garden Friends from Crafter Select, do hop onto our Facebook group, Carnation Crafters. Again, I will pop all the links up after the live. And if you use the hashtag Crafter Select, had to remember it then, hashtag Crafter Select, with an upload of your makes, including this die set here, Mini Garden Friends, we will give a £5 credit to one lucky winner by next Saturday. So the competition closes at midnight on Friday evening, Saturday morning. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll put all the terms and conditions up on the end of the Facebook Live in the comments there as well. What number? Christine's asking, what number? Just for the mini die. So that's no problem. I can let you know the code on this. I'm reading it off the back of the packet. It is 20114. So if you hop onto our website, carnationcrafts.co.uk, you enter that code into the search bar, it will bring up Mini Garden Friends for you to pop in your basket. Don't forget that special discount, NOV10 NOV10, for your 10% discount as well. Let me just see, what else have we got? Any other queries? A couple of people, Pearl for instance here, love the live demonstrations as we can take the time to talk through the demos, which we don't always have time on TV yet. I mean, isn't it fabulous? We get this wonderful sense of interaction as well. So if you do have any questions as we're going through the live, by all means type them up. If you are familiar with our Facebook Lives, you'll know I'm pretty rubbish at working camera, reading, talking, trying to demo all at the same time, but we will always try and get through as many comments as possible. Penelope's here as well. Beverly, Fiona's back for more. She couldn't resist another demonstration. That's fabulous. Oh, and her dies arrived today. Fabulous. Fabulous. Lots of making then. Looking forward to seeing your makes in the group too. Okay, so should we take a look at what you can be creating with these die sets? So Mini Garden Friends, as we've said, from the Crafter Select range, takes its inspiration from Garden Safari. Now, there are just a few. I did log on just before. It was super limited earlier. It's even more limited now. If you want the full collection, so these are the additional dies, the inspiration, if you like, for Mini Garden Friends, that is available. Someone will put the code up for me because I know they're good like that, or you can just click on collections and look for Garden Safari. But take a look at the things you can be creating. Here we have made by, no name on the back. No name on the back, possibly Lavinia, but I'm not 100% sure. Sorry, DT, if you're watching and I've got that wrong. You can make a whole tribe of animals. You can really have a lot of fun. So here we have both the larger Garden Friends, the original Garden Friends, and the minis. I mean, this little hedgehog has got a whole, what would they be called? Hoglets? Are they called hoglets? Baby hedgehogs? I don't know. Someone will tell me in the comments, I'm sure. We then got the fox cubs either side of Delta, Mummy Fox there, and of course Ash the squirrel with her babies sitting on the fence there too. But all of these additional die sets, these little snails, these bugs, these ivy leaves, the moths, everything like that is part of the Garden Safari collection as well. That launched back in May. Why not introduce some of your different card shapes? So that we've seen quite a few demonstrations and we'll be using the card shape that's included within Garden Safari for this demonstration too. Why not go with one of your elongated frames? You see how you can really lengthen the look of the design with the trailing ivy, again decorated with the bugs from Garden Glimmers. You've then got the wild blooms in the foreground here, and we have Mini Garden Friends, our little baby hedgehog and fox cub there, just nestled into all of that wonderfulness too. Really, really, really sweet. Let's take a look at one more. Oh, these are cute. So this is like 3 for the price of 1 here. 3 samples. So you've seen how in sort of the larger card sizes, when you're using Delta Fox with her cubs, how it makes a scene like so. Why not make mini little notelet cards? So we're saying sort of 3 in 1. You could do little notelet sets. So this die set is Garden Reflections, and that is part again of the Garden Safari. We've got the same sort of background using those florals, using that grass, but each of the notelet cards has a different character on the front from that mini Garden Friends design. Isn't that sweet? Really simple look, but perhaps you want to create like a little stationery set for a friend at Christmas, for example, makes a really little gifting set. Just 3 little notelet cards in these various designs, which I just think is really pretty. Little Sandy the hedgehog there, Ash the squirrel, this one with Garden Glimmers, little dragonfly on there as well, and then Fox Cub, Delta Fox Cub as well. Really, really sweet. Now you've seen, what was our first demonstration? So this is what we made this morning using the Garden Safari collection. So you've got the trellis in the background, the card shape is the Into the Garden die set, and the trellis comes from that as well. Wild blooms for the flowers and the ivy, and then I Dig You for not only the sentiment but the spade and the wellies as well, which is just so cute. But look how you can have a little bit of fun, look how you can tell a story with these die sets. So mini garden friends, fox, hedgehog making a little house in the wellies there, and then our squirrel, just cheeky little chappy poking his head around the florals there as well. This afternoon we made this one with a much more autumnal feel. So we reworked the colours. We made another colourway available for you guys. This one gives you these sort of rich reds and these beautiful autumn colours. We've paired the reworked colour, Equinox Blooms colour, with a few items from the Equinox Blooms range as well. So season decor here. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, Hedgerow Harvest. So you've got a few leaves and our acorn as well, just in the foreground to give that more autumnal vibe. But there we have Pride of Place, our beautiful little garden friends mini version in the aperture in that Equinox Blooms colourway. So you get 2 different colourways for free with this collection. All the vignettes, all the artwork that you see that the DT have used, everything I'll be using in the demonstration is a free download from carnationcrafts.co.uk. Just click on the vignettes. You can search by collection, you can search by even typing in Garden Friends, and it will come up with everything available associated with that name. Fiona's there, bless her. Thank you, Fiona, with the Garden Safari SKU number is 200501. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. You are so helpful and so kind. Vignettes. So these are printed on our Pro printing paper. Do you know what? I can't recommend it enough. And if you do join our group, if you haven't done so already, Carnation Crafters, you will see a whole host of big fans of our Pro printing paper as well. It gives such a beautiful professional finish to your artwork. You just add your chosen vignette to your basket, follow it through checkout, and you get your download tab to then print off your designs. Now this is the Equinox Blooms colourway. We'll just bring up a little foxy there. So you've got the 2 colourways, one the original colourway here in the lovely orange, and then this more red tone of the Equinox Blooms colourway as well. 2 free colourways to download and enjoy with your little garden friends there. I think that covers everything. Do you think that covers everything possibly? Let's get on with the demonstration. So for this one, we are going to use that Into the Garden die set, and we're going to be making an easel card. Let me just flip the camera around and position it for our work area. So do type up, if anyone does have any questions as we are going through, by all means type them up and I will try and go through and answer as much as I can. There's a lot of love coming in for the mini garden friends. Don't forget, if you have got yours, please do upload your makes to the Carnation Crafters group with the hashtag Crafter Select, and one lucky person is going to win a £5 credit for their account. But let's get to the idea in hand. We are going to start with the base for our easel card. Now, lots of different ways of using this particular die set. This die set is sort of the heart, if you like, the main encompassing die from Garden Safari, the original collection. Mine, as you can see, is well loved and well used, but it's in its original packaging, which works as storage as well. But we've got this. I wanted to show you this because I haven't shown you this on the other 2 Facebook Lives. These are your mats and layers. So if I just ease that out of my dice. Please get your both hands on this one, so I do apologise. There we go. You've got a whole variety of this card shape. So working down in sizes, we start with our outermost die. So the biggest mat and layer. This is what we're going to use to create our card base. Okay, so we cut our card base for our easel from 350 perfect smooth, but we have folded it in half. Okay, when we come to cut, we hang one side of the die over the edge of that fold. Can you see that there? We folded the paper in half, cardstock in half, and we're letting one cutting edge of that die hang over the edge of that fold. That means when we come to cut, you then get this card base with that inbuilt hinge, if you like, that inbuilt look to the design. From there, easel cards are so easy to make with the Garden Safari collection because you've already got the pointers either side of your halfway point. All you need to do is score exactly along the center of the card. Okay, that's then going to create your pop-up mechanism, if you like, for creating this easel. Super easy to do because you've already got those guidelines in place. You can see we've then got the tape, the red liner tape, nice strong adhesive tape on just the lower section of the card. That means we can take a second cut of the outermost layer, again in that perfect smooth 350, nice heavyweight cardstock. Lay that over the top, holding it in place as we remove just one strip of the red liner tape. Okay, the reason why we just do one, it means we can easily turn our card round and then remove the other 2. It just saves us trying to get off sort of fingers and thumbs and have difficulty trying to remove the tape. It just makes it so much easier. Again, just to remind you, because we're creating that easel, we've not got tape on the upper half of the card. It is just on the base. That means when we come to open, that top of the card stands proud. Okay, now decorating. First layer to go down is this one. So we're going to go with the purple theme. What I wanted to try and do throughout this day of Pick of the Day shows is give you different colour themes as well. So these are all using the Garden Safari Perfect papers, again available online. This time around we're going purple. Again, we've matched it in with a free download of backing paper available online from the Garden Safari collection as well. Finger lift tape all the way around. So we're just going to remove a little corner, fold that over the edge like so, scoring it down. This creates little tabs all the way around the card. When we come to stick, we are making sure we've got that sort of nice open area to the top, so the weight of the card and the design and the texture, if you like, of the paper is towards the bottom. We then hold that in place and we can go around removing those tabs, and that just ensures we can get the best chance of getting our mats and layers nice and straight. Okay, you can see how this is starting to form. So those mats and layers are cut from the smaller mat and layer dies from Into the Garden, that first largest card shaped die we've seen. But again, for the inside, because we are making this easel, we want to decorate the inside the same as the outside as well. So you've got this wonderful theme, if you like, running through the look of the card. Again, keeping that open area of texture to the top and just positioning that like so before we remove the tape. Lots of people joining us. Tanya's here as well. Hi Tanya, she's snuck in. I like that. I hope your residents are doing well, Tanya. So there we go, that gives us our card base. Now let's start with the design. And if we do have any questions, we will pause halfway through just to check that we are covering things off. Now, Garden Safari, the collection itself, the die set in itself, kind of revolves around this card shape and also this gate. It's almost like welcoming you. It's kind of saying, what's beyond the gate? What can we find on our garden adventure? So the gates here also have the detailing, the sort of, you know, the padlock and the handles and the fence posts and all sorts of things just to add in detail and design to your gate. So I've snipped a few away and we've just decorated the front panels of our gate like so. Now we've lifted these up. It's really important when you are playing around with your die cuts and you're trying to tell a story, do consider the levels that you are popping your things on at, okay? So we're smoothing that down, but because it stands proud, you get this lovely drop shadow as well. And it's just having a little bit of fun. It's just drawing in the eye, drawing in the design features to tell that story. Now the other gate, the other side, we're going to position like so, again on those foam pads, slightly apart because you're sort of inviting people in. I mean, you could have a lot of fun just sticking one side of the gate through and then having that wonderful fold out effect with them too. Next up, let's start building a lovely sort of winter garden wonderland around these gate designs. You'll notice each time we come to make a design, I'm laying the elements out first before I stick. Now the reason being, it just gives me a really good idea of positioning and it just allows us to make any adjustments as we go. We're not committed at this stage to anything. Similarly, you don't have to use the die cuts as intended. You don't have to use them as is. I think for me, this part would be a great way to finish and then keeps everything in this central part, this central panel of the design. So we can then just go in and snip this away. I mean, we say we can. I've got some scissors. Yes, I do. And this is the wonder about Carnation Crafts. Everything is thought through. Everything has that ability to add in and aid the design. So you've got so many options when it comes to designing around your little cards and things. I might even, this is the wonder, because you can download this, print these off as many times as you like, you can enjoy snipping into these and then using them in different ways. So perhaps I want to snip away that little spade as well and just have the pots like so. Next, let's give them a bit of shaping, shall we? So I'm just using my thumb and forefinger and I'm sort of teasing the pots around to give them that more dimensional shape, like so. Little bit of glue gel. So my preferred brand is Pinflair, simply because it's a really nice glue to work with. It gives you a little bit of wiggle time so you can adjust things as we go, but it also gives you this clear dry, when it dries, a nice clear finish. Little bit of Pinflair first, and we're just positioning those pots around the gates like so. Next up, let's ground our gates, because at the moment they're floating in air. So this little die set here, this little patch of earth, let's again follow those cut lines that are already in place and just snip down. So again, we're adjusting that die cut, letting it work with the story that we want to tell. Each little bit that I don't use, we can pop to the side and use in another project. Ah, glue gel, where did you go? There you are. Okay. And you see how by adding that in, instantly you've placed. Now you've got somewhere where it is obvious this gate is sitting, okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. I think it's one of those things, the more you do it, the more you kind of see that you're creating this world, you're creating this perspective for the gate, for the designs to sit within. Again, we've extended it. So we've extended that little patch using the snipped away bits, just overlaying them like so. Similarly, we can snip into our leaves and things as well. So let's just round this one off and just snip through the leaves like so. And it might be actually, we want them coming up from behind the gate as well, but we don't want them too involved, if you like, in the rest of the design. So perhaps you've got a second little wave of leaves coming over and beyond that little gate there. Again, just snipping them down so they match within the overall design, like so, giving you a nice full look to one side. We could even, if you want to, extend them out sideways to give you a fuller look across the card as well. Let's just go in with our ball tool. Remember, this is so key. Give life, give shape, give detailing to your die cuts. Don't just stick them on flat to your card base. These are all cut from mirrored vignettes. And when we say mirrored vignettes, what we mean is the artwork is both on the front of the die cut and the reverse, meaning we can enjoy shaping these. We can enjoy giving these a little bit more dimension without the fear that any white bits are going to show. No white bits are going to detract from the overall look of your card. Everything's going to be that same beautiful colour, no matter which way we are viewing this from. And just tweaking and tweezing, it just gives it a more natural look. Okay, have we got any questions? We're sort of at the midway point. So I will pause in just a moment, have a little scroll back, make sure I'm not missing anything. But if you do have any queries, do type up in the comments and let me know, and we will try and cover that off for you. We're popping the pin flare just to the centre of these leaves, just to lift them up and give them a little bit of height and dimension as well. Just tucking them down behind the gate. Now the wiggle room that we have, the wiggle time that we have with the pin flare allows us to adjust as well. That final leaf, oh, get off there. We can pop again, a little bit of glue gel on, and then add in to give you a fuller look to one side. So again, you're changing the shape of those leaves to make them work as you need them to. Now, let's just have a little scroll back, see whether we've got any comments coming in, see if we've got any questions coming in. Let me just scroll, let me hit the right button would help. Ooh. We've got lots of people joining us, so thank you very much. If you do have any questions, by all means, I'm having a little scroll back at the moment, make sure I don't miss anything. I can't see any questions coming in. If you have asked something and I haven't seen, not all of the questions tend to show. I will obviously type up in the comments afterwards as well. Oh, Humberta's joining us. Hi, Humberta. It's lovely to have your company all the way from America there. Pearl loves the new mini garden friends. Yeah, I do too. I think they add in so much more dimension to the Garden Safari collection. I love telling stories with the little designs as well. No, I think we're good. I think we've covered all the questions coming in. As I say, do type up if you do have any. I will keep an eye on the comments. So we've started our little wonderland for Garden Safari there. And you can see how you're building this little design around the pots and things. Now, these little sort of sprigs of grass, if you like, really add in a sense of wilderness to the background of your design. It's like a little bit of a secret garden, a little bit unkempt in the background there. These are fab because these give you this grounding, they give you more detailing in the back. This is a good one. Okay, so this is from Mark. Mark says, hi from the warehouse, Hannah. All orders up to 4 o'clock are on their way. That is fabulous. Thank you. Huge thank you to our absolutely fantastic warehouse team. So that is from Mr. Mark himself, and all orders placed up to including 4 o'clock. If you have ordered your mini garden friends earlier today before 4, they are already on their way to you. How is that for service? That's just fantastic. Thank you, team, for making that happen. That is wonderful. So I expect to see lots of cards, props tomorrow, perhaps Sunday, if we can have a little play over the weekend over in Carnation Crafters. Looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with for your designs as well. Don't forget, if you do want to enter the competition for this one, we are going to give away £5 credit to someone who uploads their picture of their makes using the Carnation Crafts Mini Garden Friends die set. Just tag your post in the group with the hashtag CrafterSelect. I will put the details up in the comments after this Facebook Live, and one lucky winner will be chosen at random for £5 credit added to their account as well. That is just fabulous. Thank you, Mark, for all your work. Denise is here. She says, new to your channel, love, love, love. Thank you, Denise. Oh, it's lovely to hear from new people as well, which is fabulous. Patricia says, love this collection. You make it look so easy, joining you from Utah in the USA. Oh, well, thank you, Patricia. But do you know what makes it look easy? It's the die cuts. It's being able to work with this fabulous artwork. Everything is already there. Everything's already placed for you just to enjoy the making process. Now with the grasses, we've just overlapped them. We've overlapped them over the little leaves here. We've overlapped them over the cracks and pots as well. Just gives you the more wildness, but you notice because we've got the mirrored, we can have the grasses facing each direction as well. It just gives us a little bit more craftability with that. I think it's time for the star of the show. I think our beautiful garden friends need to make a little appearance. So we're going to have our wonderful hedgehog from the larger size garden friends. And we're going to go with our mini one as well, just here. So it's almost like a mummy and baby, but we're going to have the baby just timid, just sort of poking his head out from behind mummy's back there. They're nestled in against the pots as well. I might even add in a few more leaves on this side, just to greenify this side as well. But look how you're telling that story. You're saying, the little baby hedgehog, he wants to be involved, he wants to go out and play, but he's a little nervous, so he's just hiding behind mum for the minute, and mum's saying, come on, you know, you're fine, you can do this. It's just the most sweet little storytelling devices on these. I do think a few more leaves over to one side, perhaps with the look like they're coming out of the pot there, would be fabulous. Because you've got unlimited downloads on this. If you go onto our website to download your vignettes, you're not sort of detailed to just one. You can download and use as many times as you like. We do also have a completely open angel policy on these as well. So it means you can enjoy just playing around, having a little look at how these dies can be snipped into, how you can use them in different formats. Just enjoy the making process. So that leaf now looks like it's coming out of that pot. I'm going to have to just refuel on my glue. It's just wiggling to remove the, oops, little insert there, and just make sure I haven't got any old glue, gunked up glue in the top, and twist add. Now I'm not going to add too much. A lot of people make the mistake of overfilling the syringes when they refuel. Just a little bit, and then we're just sweeping off the side before we put the plunger back in. And just going slowly, just to encourage that glue down to the bottom. And we're ready to rock and roll with that one again. Let me just put my lid back on. Bear with me a second. There we go. Okay, now I do feel this just needs a little sprig more greenery, just to tell that story a little bit further. So again, you're taking that long line of the leaves, if you like, the ivy, trailing ivy there, and it just gives you the ability to really work these die cuts into your design. You're changing the look up, you're changing the design to work how you want it to look. And I just think that's an absolute pleasure to be able to work with these little die cuts, transforming them into your own look. So now you've taken those leaves and you've made your own little plant in that plant pot too. That's lovely. So where did I see it? Carol says, the warehouse team are amazing. I'm always so surprised how quickly we receive your lovely dies. Thank you, Mark and the team. Yeah, I know, they are fab, and they work so hard, so you guys can be enjoying crafting with your orders just as soon as you can. Karen says, just say thank you, Mark, and everyone in the warehouse for getting our orders out so quickly. Can't wait to have a play. Isn't it fab? It's just wonderful. We look forward to seeing what you create, Karen, as well. Let's have a look. Louise says, really enjoy these demos. More, please. The dies are great. Have enjoyed the Christmas USB and since purchased a couple of dies, one of which is the Garden Safari mice. Yeah, a little adventure. They are sweet. The little mice sort of having a little adventure on their plants there. Hoping to get some of these wonderful dies once you finish paying off the month. I hope they will still be available, like all the tips and tricks too. Oh, fabulous. Thank you very much, Louise. Mark. Okay, so you might have seen that in the comments. Mark said, let's make 2 prizes available and celebrate the weekend. Well, it's come from management, it's come from the top, so I guess there's 2 prizes available. Thank you, Mark. That's really generous. That's awesome. Thank you very much. So 2 prizes. Upload your makes to the crafters group, hashtag Craft to Select, and we will select 2 people to win some credit to their account. And so I'll put the details up afterwards as well. So, okay, we've got our base going. Let's finish off this card, shall we? Let's give our mummy hedgehog, Sandy the hedgehog, a little bit of detailing, a little bit of life, just using the end of our pokey tool, giving her, just a little round fat tummy. It's her feet. Take a look at those feet. They are just adorable. And our baby. So this is from the mini garden friends that we've showcased all throughout today. Just different ways of using them. Okay, you can tell this story. You've got the mummy hedgehog here, just nestled in front of the gate, standing on a nice earth ground there. And then the baby hedgehog from Mini Garden Friends. If you do want to use it in conjunction with the Garden Friends die set, remember they are on special offer. They are on that bundle together for $34.99. Little baby just peeking out from the front there. To the inside, we do need to create a stopper just to keep our card open. I've used the sentiment "the little things matter," which I think is really sweet. And it might just be a little sneaky peek of a new stamp set we've got coming out very soon. So again, we're just going to stick that to the inside of our easel card using foam so it lifts up. We're then going to take one of our little ladybugs here from our Garden Glimmers, part of the Garden Safari collection. A little bit of glue gel. That's going to stick just like so. So you're bringing a little hint of the outside of the card in, a little pop of red. We're going to then mirror that. So we're going to take, as the final flourishes, the final little touches, the final little details, we're going to have our little snail there with his shiny shell. Just puff out his shell a little bit. And again, pin flare. Or foam pads if you do prefer. Just have him getting in on the action over to one side. Layering those dies up, telling that story. And then to coordinate with the inside and the outside of the card. So you're keeping that running theme, that detail theme all the way through the card. Again, this little ladybug is from Garden Glimmers as well, and he is going to be sitting on our little fence there. He's going to be traversing up that fence. And that finishes our easel card, featuring our cute little hedgehog, our baby hedgehog, and of course the larger hedgehog as well, all from that Garden Safari collection, Mini Garden Friends and the original Garden Friends as well. Now, let me just swing that camera around. Oh, it's always very close when I finish a demo. Here we have the finished card featuring all those little elements. You see how we've drawn the outside card edge into the inside using that sentiment as the stopper. Remember that sentiment's coming soon. Look out for that one. And then we've got the details from Garden Safari, cracks and parts. We've got wild blooms in there, Garden Glimmers in there. Into the garden creates the outside shape, and of course the details on the gate itself. Garden Friends and Mini Garden Friends as well to tell a little story. So sweet. So that's 3 whole cards made today using Mini Garden Friends. Let's just have a little scroll back, make sure I haven't missed any questions. Louise asks, will we be releasing any more USBs before Christmas? The answer is yes, imminently. It's probably the best answer to that. Again, if you haven't done so already, do consider signing up to our newsletter, carnationcrafts.co.uk/newsletter, to get all of the latest information. Karen says I'm a tease. I know, I'm sorry. Half these things I'm not supposed to say. So it's like exclusive secret squirrels information. Carol says, ordered these on launch and love them. Thank you all to Carnation Crafts, all at Carnation Crafts, sorry, for your fantastic dies and surface. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Carol. Lots of love coming in for Mark and the customer service guys. They are fabulous, an absolute pleasure to shop with, and such a lovely friendly team. They are fabulous. Thank you, Tanya. Lots of people excited about the 2 prizes, so remember I will pop up the details for that afterwards as well. I think that's all the questions. I think I've managed to answer everything on that one. That's quite good. Thank you for these wonderful videos. Keep them coming, please. Yeah, it is our aim to try and bring you as much education, as much interaction as well, because it is nice for you guys, and especially us, to actually have a little chat in the evenings as well. Anne says, do you need a scan and cut for the USBs? Yes, Anne, or any electronic cutting machine that will cut an SVG file. The USBs that we produce have SVG files on them, so they are there for you to use alongside your electronic cutting machines. Fiona says, Hannah, that means I'm back on the naughty step. Fiona, you're the ambassador of the naughty step. You have to keep it supplied with chocolate biscuits and cushions and all sorts of things for everyone else that joins you on it. Okay, well guys, all that's left to say is thank you so much for joining us today as we've taken a look at the Crafter Select Mini Garden Friends die set. If you do want to get yours, do remember, hop onto the website. The code for this one is 20114. Don't forget to enter the discount code NOV10, so November, well, NOV, NOV10 at checkout to get an extra 10% off as well. Thank you so much. We will be in touch soon with more videos coming up. Do join us for those as well, and we'll see you soon. Take care everyone. Bye.